Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. A happy Tuesday to you all. We have an exciting release for us today because ONEUS are back once again. We have a brand new era. We have a brand new title track. We have a brand new album to check out, and I'm very excited for it. If you're new around here with me and ONEUS, I'm very new to them. Last era with that Pygmalion album was my first ever comeback with ONEUS. Now, I'd known a little bit. Well, actually, I take that back. I knew like 2 songs by them beforehand, and I went into that Pygmalion era with an open mind, ready to learn. And whether it was the what was it, Unforgettable? Was that the pre-release? The title track, and just the rest of the EP, I was so hooked on them so quick. And as someone who kind of just went from knowing that Shion was Dongmyung's brother from ONEUS, and knowing like maybe 1 song from them, 1 or 2 songs from them, I was very quickly hooked on them. The last era was also a very good era for me to jump on with, just with personal music tastes and things like that. They did a lot of things right last era with me, and I'm really hoping that's the case today. But we're gonna get started first with that title track, Baila Conmigo. And, you know, if ONEUS says we have to dance with them, we gotta dance with them. So, yo bailar contigo. Let us do it. DJ, roll the intro. Of course, RBW. You know what? I've given up now at this point. I should know better than to ask for English subtitles from RBW day of release, eh? But that's besides the point. I am ready to have a great time. I feel like I've gotten a little bit better with identifying members. I mean, admittedly, there's only 5, and I know one of them. Somewhat well, just, you know, Dongmyung and Shion, they look very similar to each other. I mean, they're twins, so you'd kind of expect them to, but apart from that, you know, just like after one era, I feel like I've gotten to know them a little bit better, because I believe it's Kyoni and Lito in the front. Is that Hwangwon in the middle, and then my boy at the golden vocals, So and Shion across the back. I believe that's the lineup. If I'm wrong, do let me know. Also, album listing later today. Keep your eyes peeled for that. I'm not skipping the album because I'm way too invested in this group. So let us get into it. Baila Conmigo. Here we go. Oh. Starting with the water choreo? There it is. I was wondering if Solo's voice was going to be that kind of like lower voice with the squeak, or if we were going to get that powerful high tone. We got both. And I do like, this might be the heaviest Latin inspired track. Hold on, was that verse in Spanish? I was so distracted, I completely missed it if that was the case. But yeah, genuinely, this is one of the most heavily Latin-based beats, like proper Latin dance beats in a hot minute. Like this is a level of Latin beat that like Card would do, and Card are like known for that Latin beat. Man, I wish I had lyrics. Not quite a full dance break, but we got a little short one from Hwangwoong there. Oh, hello. Oh, turn up the intensity for the final drop one time. Okay. Oh. A little bit of a different take. And I kind of like it. It's the thing with a Latin beat like this is I mean, the song is called Baila Conmigo, dance with us. And again, a very appropriately titled song is this. Immediately, the Latin type beat, especially like a Latin dance beat akin to this, is one of those songs that really just kind of want to get you moving a little bit. Admittedly, I was a little bit too focused on trying to remember who was who and like pay attention to the song to kind of move around to it too much, but it's very much a song that encapsulates the charms of that Latin dance genre, but spin in a little bit of like that K-pop twist, so to speak. And I think they've done a good job with it. It's certainly a different sound from their previous era, and I think that's to be expected. I feel like I almost want to guess that this entire era is going to be a little bit along this like Latin dance direction. So I think, isn't the album called like La Dolce Vita or something like that? But anyways, the song itself is a song that can be surprisingly subdued in certain parts, but can really pick up the pace. So like, let's go back to the very beginning and just run through the first verse again. The Lido water Lido water choreo. Jesus, that is a tongue twister. To start, I think is really interesting the way this song starts because it doesn't show its hand right away. The rhythm, if you know your music, you can kind of start to guess that this is going to be a Latin dance-based song, but just based off the instrumental alone, it's not explicitly clear that that's going to be the case. And I think that's a really interesting start. Also, getting Lido and his lower voice to start, I think is so clever because it leaves kind of the vocal top line to naturally have that riser into the higher register with the other members because he has that nice kind of dulcet low tone, right? So having him start, and especially having him start in a range that isn't uber high, even for like him personally, like I'm guessing his vocal range is probably a little bit lower than everyone else's. So having him start with that kind of lower tone, I think is the perfect setup for the rest of the song. Even here, pre-chorus, the song is not revealing its hand yet. Now that we get the rhythm back, there's a slight hint, but again. You have to wait until the full chorus drop to happen to like for the song to really show its true colors. And even still, this isn't the full drop of the song yet. And I think that's so interesting how this song is just like, it's not hesitating, but it's waiting for the right time to show off his true colors. But like the song is like drip feeding you little bits that like it wants to show off, but it doesn't want to do the whole thing yet. I think that's very clever. This is the full drop now. Yeah. And that little post chorus, very, very nice. If you know me, you know I love a good brass section in a song, and ooh, that presses all the right buttons. One more point. I know I said we're gonna run through the first verse, but I need to, now that we're here, I need to listen to the second verse because I'm pretty sure it was in Spanish, but my brain completely missed it. So we're gonna run through a little bit more. Actually, that has me very excited, knowing that in the original version, this was already a very Spanish-heavy song. Like, the fact that ONEUS had his entire kind of section of the verse in Spanish has me very excited, because I know the final track on the album is a Spanish version of this song, and that has me so excited. Oh, okay. One thing I did clock, no Lido, like, full Lido rap verse. I feel like the what do you call it? Lido getting a more vocally prominent part this song was very cool, especially as someone who doesn't really know the group all that often. Or that didn't make sense. As someone who doesn't really know the group all that well, getting to hear vocal Lido a lot more on this title track, I think was a really nice, refreshing take. He's got a very nice low voice, and I quite like that. I think he offsets the rest of the group and their vocal ranges very well, but I'm on board. I can dig it. And this also makes me wonder what the rest of the album is going to be like. Is it going to take another like Latin dance inspired beat, or are we going to get something completely different on B-sides? Only one way to find out. I'm going to go and record that. I'm going to go and listen to that in a minute here. But in the meantime, that is it for me today. Thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world. Whether it be, checking in with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.